guys, my name is Kayla Reall and welcome back to my channel. And guys, I am kind of stupid. I didn't do any editing on my last video just because my computer is completely trashed, and I just took it out of my backpack, and half the screen is completely white and or black and has lines going all through it. So I better film another video before my laptop completely dies. So that's what we're gonna do today. I'm gonna be telling you a story about my stalker. Now, I came to BYU, Idaho, which is a fabulous, fabulous college. I absolutely love it here. And I got to meet some really, really cool people. Some of these cool people I thought were really awesome in the beginning, and now they're just weird. So I got the opportunity to meet this awesome guy who I'm just gonna call my guy Jared. How about that? So I got to meet this awesome guy named Jared, and he was super cool. He was super funny. I was able to go on a date with him, but I'm gonna give you basically a backstory. So I got his number. I asked for guys' numbers, by the way. So I got his number just to like hang out with him, and we kept starting texting a lot, and it was super, super fun. He's super hilarious over text, and I just love those conversations over text that you can like banter back and forth. It's not like, hey, what's up, or just a normal, hey, like, how you doing? None of that actually happened over text, which was awesome. We actually could have genuine, hilarious conversations throughout text. So he asked me out, and I was like, sure, like, why not? So I said yes to this date, and I was like excited for the date because he's super awesome, and I like didn't think anything was going on between us, and I told him that, but I just like it was gonna be fun. So we decided to go bowling at one of the bowling places here in Rexburg, and okay, this is where it sort of gets a little weird. So while we were texting, I finally asked him how old he is, and he tells me he is 25. I'm 18. I'm like just going to turn 19 on September 9th. Like, I'm young. That is too old for me. And I was like, oh, like, probably should have figured out your age before I said yes to this date. But I couldn't like back out on the date, and I told him that I just want to be friends in the first place, so I was like, okay, like I'll just go and not go on another date with him. So he tells me he's going to pick me up at, I think, like 6:37, and he doesn't show up for like another 30 minutes. So he tells me like, hey, I'm in the parking lot, can you come out and meet me? That way we can just go. I'm like, sure, so why not? So I go out into the parking lot, and he's there, and luckily this is a double date, because I did not want to go on just a single date with him, especially since he's 25. So I get into the car, and he gives me 2 bags of chocolates, which is freaking fabulous, by the way, so I was okay that he was late. But he gives me 2 bags of chocolates, and it was super, super cute. I was like, oh, thank you so much. Like, that's awesome of you. So we finally get to the bowling place, and I can be a little horrendous at bowling, but I was actually doing pretty great with this particular date, and I was very proud of myself. Anyways, so we start bowling, and everyone else on our date, the other boy and girl on our date, are doing fabulously, and then I'm also up there with them, but then my date Jared is not doing so well. He's in the very bottom. So we do 2 games. So I won the first game, by the way. I was pretty darn proud of myself. And then the second game, he started giving me, like, he kept giving me these high fives. And he kept, like, doing this or this and giving me high fives. And so I'd, like, give it back. I was like, yeah, like, I'm doing great. And then during the second game, he started, like, I would give him a high 5 or high 10, whatever this is. And he would, like, grab my hand. So I would go like this and, like, try and get out of his hand because I don't want to. No. No. So that happened. So throughout the rest of the date, I kept like trying to like keep my distance away from him. Okay, fast forward. End of the date, he finally gets me home. Told my roommates, like, it was just one of those weird dates that the guy was like randomly hitting on you and you didn't want it, that type of thing. So the next day, I decided to be amazing and make pancakes. For those of you who don't know, I can't cook. I suck at cooking, and when I do decide to cook, either it's going to be burnt or like I'm not going to make enough. Something goes wrong. Anyways, so I was making pancakes, and he started texting me, and it's like, yeah, I'm making some pancakes, like I'm ready for breakfast, yada yada yada. 10 minutes later, he's at my door. Didn't invite him, didn't say, hey, do you want some of my pancakes? Didn't say any of that to him. He just freaking shows up and takes my pancakes. You don't take my food. If I give you food, that means I must really like you, because my food is my precious freaking thing. I do not share my food. So I was like I had a lot, but I was also going to share with my roommates, and I'm not going to like, they're my pancakes. You don't take my pancakes. So like I was like, okay. So I didn't want to be like, I wonder like if I like gave him the wrong opinion, that like said something that made him think that he was invited over. So I just sort of like went with it. Now, after he finishes eating my pancakes, I go and start doing my homework. I'm sitting on the couch doing my homework, and he comes and sits right next to me, like right on top of me, basically, on this couch. So I'm like, okay. So I move over to the other couch, and he comes and follows me. He doesn't get the hint that I don't want to sit by him. So I'm awkwardly sitting on this couch, like in a ball, trying to finish my homework. He's not getting the hint that I don't want him there. And I'm not trying, like I didn't want to be rude or anything, which I probably should have been, but I just don't care. Now previously, the night before, my roommate had like, we texted him telling him like exactly how I felt. Like, I just want to be friends, nothing else, like don't have any expectations, yada yada yada. And so there's that. So while I was just sitting there, I feel this weird tingling like on my foot. Now I have no feeling in my right leg except for parts of my toes and my knee due to my back surgeries and stuff. So like he was like, I don't know, it was weird. So I look down, and this guy is stroking my foot. What? What goes through your people's minds? Like, no. So I get up. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, why are you stroking my foot? That's just weird. What makes it okay to stroke someone's foot? That's just nasty for one. I hate, no. You don't stroke people's feet. Anyway, so I get up, move to the next couch. He freaking follows me. I tell him to stop touching my foot, okay? So now I'm just like still trying to finish my homework, trying to keep my distance from him. None of my roommates are helping me out, by the way. They're all basically laughing at this entire thing that's going on. So again, sitting there doing homework, he grabs my hand and starts like going like this on it. And like he keeps doing that, and so I'm like, sorry, I need this hand. And so like I'll start doing my homework again, and then he grabs my hand again and starts like stroking it. And I was like, what are you doing? Like, this is mine. He's like, oh, you're just really, really shiny. I think it's funny. Like, watch. And then he starts stroking my hand and like trying to show me that I'm shiny. And I'm like, okay, thank you for giving me that. What are you supposed to say to that? I don't know. I don't know what goes through boys' heads. That doesn't make sense to me. Okay, so finally, one of my good friends, who basically is my roommate, comes in and it was like, hey Kayla, we have a date at 3, so he needs to get out of here so we can go get ready for a date. We're gonna go meet the guys at their apartment and go on this date. And it's like, sweet, like, thank you for getting me out of this. So he finally leaves at like 3 o'clock or something. We were supposed to go on this date with these guys. At 3 o'clock, I get a text from Jared telling me, saying like, hey, like, why haven't you gone on your date? Like, is something wrong? Like, did something come up? I'm like, how do you know that I haven't gone on my date? So I'm like, oh no, like, we had something come up. Like, all the girls got interviews for a job. So, which was true, by the way. I was not lying. And, okay, so the girls left for their interview, and when they came back, right when they walked in through the door, I get another text from Jared saying, hey, like, how was their interview? Did they get the job? How do you know they're back? He's freaking watching my apartment. No. No. Okay, so anyways, fast forward a few days. We wanted to go to a movie called Suicide Squad, which is freaking fabulous, by the way. If you have not seen it, I highly recommend it. So we all stuff ourselves into the car, and my roommate's like, guys, like, Jared is right outside the door. Okay, he doesn't live anywhere near Rexburg. He doesn't even go to school here yet. Like, he lives like 30, 40 minutes away from Rexburg. Okay, I look out. Jared and one of his buddies is riding his bike around our apartment. What? So I'm ducking. I'm in the trunk of a car. I'm ducking, like hiding from these people, trying to like not be seen because I don't want him to know that I'm like in this car and he wants to follow me or something. No. So basically, throughout these, like every single day, my roommates or I see him somewhere. Like I was walking back from class and he ducks behind some bushes. Like, no. I'll get texts from him sometimes saying like, hey, like, what are you doing? Or, hey, I like that shirt you're wearing. And he'll explain the shirt that I'm wearing. He's watching me going to class. Like, he doesn't live here. It takes him so long just to get here. No. This is not okay. Anyways, so the reason I'm actually telling this story, because I wasn't going to tell it because I didn't want to like ruin him or anything like that, even though I'm not really saying his name. I was coming back from class. I hadn't seen him or heard from him in a week or so. And I was like, yes, like I finally got rid of him. Like I just didn't text him back, didn't want anything to do with him, like nothing. So I was walking back from class, and so my apartment is on top of this hill, and so you have to go up this nice steep freaking hill. I hate the hill to get to my apartment. And so here's my apartment, and there's a parking lot over here, and then there's like the dumpster area. So the dumpster area has like lots of garbage cans, not an actual dumpster, but tons of huge garbage cans that we put our trash in, of course. So I'm walking up this hill and I see this guy just like standing like sort of like hidden behind the garbage cans. So I'm like, that's kind of sketchy. So I just keep walking and I see that it's Jared. So I start walking faster, trying to get back into my apartment and pretend that I'm on my phone so he can't like come up and talk to me. Out of the corner of my eye, I see him look up, he sees it's me and jumps into the garbage can. What? Okay, it was kind of hilarious watching him jump into the garbage can, but at the same time, I'm freaking out because none of my roommates are back yet. I'm all by myself. I don't know what to do, so I'm basically like running into my apartment. This guy like doesn't try anything, doesn't talk to me, anything. He's just basically watching me. I have not got a text from him yet, which is freaking fabulous, but now I'm like nervous that he's just been watching me and not really telling me about it. So, that happened. So that's my stalker story. That's a lot of rambling. I'm not going to edit this because my editing tools are completely trash because my computer is broken. But there you go, guys. Don't do that, please. Don't rub a person's foot. Don't tell them that they are shiny. That's kind of a little weird. Don't jump into a garbage can. Yeah, so hopefully this doesn't continue to happen, but if it does, I will give you updates on it. Yep. There you go. That is my story for today. I hope you guys liked it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, share it around. If you have any other story ideas that you want me to tell you, they'll also be in the put them in the down bar below. And yeah, I hope that you guys are having a fabulous day, and goodbye, if I can stop it.